For those of you who don't know, Lauren and I met just over 6 years ago, thanks to a mutual friend, and we've never looked back since. I still to this day keep pinching myself over how lucky I am to call her my wife. However, it wasn't all straightforward, especially during the early days. Understandably, she took some convincing to finally meet up. The bizarre excuses seemed to keep on coming. Needless to say, I persevered, and I eventually managed to coax her to cocoa and rum for a meal one evening. After having our meal, I was thinking, this is going well, I've made a laugh, conversation flowed, I even covered the bill. As we got back to her mum and dad's, I thought she was going to invite me in for a cuppa to meet Amanda and Mike. How wrong I was. We got to the door, she turned, pecked me on the cheek, thanked me for a nice evening, disappeared inside. Driving home, I was replaying the evening over and over again in my head, trying to identify what it was that I'd actually done. All of a sudden, my phone rings. It's Lauren. I answered, and she's laughing down the phone. I thought, is this some sort of sick, twisted joke that I really don't understand? Anyway, she proceeded to tell me that she'd gone in. Her mum and dad said, what's wrong? What's happened? You know, did you not have a good time? Lauren, absolutely bewildered. Yeah, it was absolutely lovely. Why? What's up? Lauren, you've only been out for 45 minutes.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Gilling Old Mill. William and Lauren wish to marry. From each other's company, they have found fulfillment and love. And as a consequence of this love, they have drawn closer to each other and now wish to affirm publicly their relationship and to offer each other the security that comes from vows sincerely made and faithfully kept. William, take Lauren here present to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
And do you, Lauren, take William here present to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
I, William Stewart Webster, take thee, Lauren Jamie Charman, to be my wedded wife. Lauren, I promise to love you always, to be true to you alone, to share happiness and sorrow, to honour you and show respect at all times.
We now come to the giving of the wedding rings. This is a traditional and ancient way of sealing the contract you have just made and is the outward sign of the lifelong promises you have made to each other.
Lauren, I give you this ring as a symbol of my endless love for you. All that I am and all that I have, I bring to you. May this ring remind us of this moment and the commitment that I have made to you.
It is therefore my privilege and very great pleasure to say that you are now lawfully married. You are husband and wife. Congratulations. And Will, you may kiss your beautiful wife. Well done.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I stand here today, probably the proudest father of the bride and granddad in the world. I'd like to extend a warm welcome and express our deepest gratitude for you all to join us here today at this fantastic venue to celebrate the joyous occasion of the marriage of Lauren and Will. Will has showed us many times over the past 5 years the reasons why Lauren has chosen to spend the rest of her life with him. So I'm sure you will understand that after witnessing his caring and loving nature and just the way he basically fitted in, it did not take long for Amanda and I to know he was the right one. Soon came the day he decided to do the gentlemanly thing. He appeared at the house looking absolutely petrified, shaking like a shitting dog. He proceeded to ask me for Lauren's hand in marriage. There was no real choice to be made. My answer was obviously a yes, and I am very proud to welcome this amazing young man into our family. Not long after, he and Lauren stood before Amanda and I to deliver the amazing news. The amazing news that we're soon to become grandparents. You will, I'm sure, be able to imagine our absolute delight. I really can't thank you both enough for bringing Alfie, this absolute treasure and package of love in our lives. And you have both already proved you make the perfect parents, giving Alfie the best life imaginable.
I'm sure that I speak for everybody in the room when I say how stunning you look today. This is just one of the many unbelievable qualities that you possess. Every day with you is special, and the energy that your presence brings to a room is inspiring. Regardless of what type of day I've had, you never fail in bringing a smile to my face. You always make me laugh, even if sometimes it isn't intentional. But more importantly, I can't think of anybody who is as kind, caring and selfless as what you are. Always putting others before yourself. You are truly one of a kind. I'm not a fan of cliches, and generally I wanted to avoid them. But I genuinely mean it when I say I'm the luckiest man in the world. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, and I look forward to what awaits us in the next chapter of our life together. But nothing quite prepared me for the single greatest day of my life 16 months ago. When you brought our gorgeous little boy, Alfie James, into this world. You took on the role of being a mother like a natural, and both Alfie and I are blessed to have you in our lives.
To Lauren and Will Webster.
Someone to believe in and to put their trust in you. Someone who appreciates the special things you do. Someone to be close to in your heart and mind. Someone who's the love you might have thought you'd never find. Someone who stands by you and whose faith can make you strong. Someone you'll cherish every day your full life long.